yeah, I'm still working as a laundry sergeant, and I started my first facility. I lived on site for the first 2 years of running that facility, and it was getting my doctorate degree in how to do that, because I had to encounter everything firsthand as it happened, and so it was a learning curve. But then Texas Department of Criminal Justice finally came to me and said, we got an issue with you. I said, what's the issue? For you to be taking guys from this unit to come into your facility is too much like establishing a relationship on the inside with them because you work here. And so they said, you have to make a decision. You can keep running your halfway house, but you cannot take anybody from the unit that you work on. And that didn't make sense to me because those are the men that I was investing my life into, I was talking to, I was trying to make a change in their life. So I quit. And thanks be to God, I quit. And when I went to do my paperwork, they said, oh, you got enough time to retire. So I retired. And so immediately after retiring, I started coming back in as a volunteer. And so then I could run my facility, I could take guys from the facility, and I could do volunteer work. Well, I was already a pastor when I got there. And so Texas Department of Criminal Justice wouldn't let me preach at the unit that I was on because I worked there. So I was immediately able to come in and then begin to minister to the guys from a pastoral standpoint. And from there, we kind of transitioned and grew. And then something unique happened. I used to teach a class called Transformation. And that class grew from about 25, 30 guys to about 100 guys that was coming every week. Well, then they decided, they said, you know, Pastor Anderson, now you're a safety risk. You have too many guys in the gym at one time. And so they said, the way we're gonna control the population is we won't let anybody take transformation more than twice. So they can take it once as a student and once as a mentor to new students. After that, they can't take it again. And so we had a young guy that was in the class that his 2 years was up, and he came to me and said, Pastor Anderson, what's next? He says, it's this class that allows me to go through the rest of the week in this unit. I'm being transformed, and now they're taking that away from me. What do I do? So I went on a search to find what was next. And so a gentleman by the name of Ted Smith had come to Houston from Dallas. He worked for World Impact, and he said, hey, let me introduce y'all to Toomey. It was probably about 40 pastors in that room that day. Of the 40 pastors in that room, I was the only one that opened up a Toomey satellite. And so I opened up a Toomey satellite in the free world, and then I opened up a satellite at the unit that I had retired from. And my only goal was that to be something next. All I wanted to do, and all my prayer was God, please don't let me run out of money before I can pay for these 4 years of education for these guys. And then the rest is where we are now. This year, we're trying to go from the 5 units that we had Toomey campuses on at the beginning of the year to 25 units by the end of this year. And God's opening up doors and doing miraculous things. We're up to 16 units right now. So.